Hey everyone, Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at the 5-inch extreme wheel-to-wheel side step bars in black, fitting 2015 and newer F-150 Super Crew models with the 5.5-foot bed. These are going to be a great choice for the F-150 owner who wants a clean, classic look, durability, and an affordable price. They'll provide you with plenty of access and protection coupled with good looks, and they're not going to cost you a ton of money either. Side steps are ubiquitous in the aftermarket, and for good reason. They're typically an easy installation, and they bring both an aesthetic and functional improvement, so they're some of the first mods that owners tend to make to their trucks. These extreme wheel-to-wheel side steps live up to the name on the box. These are a classic style of wide step that stretch the entire length of your wheelbase, giving you room to access the cabin, the roof, and even the front part of your bed space. One place where they do differ from other side steps is that they actually include a third step pad all the way over here, so you have some additional grip where you'd step to access the bed. These also have those big 5-inch wide step pads, again making that access easier and giving you plenty of space and security with each step you take. Each bar is rated for up to 400 pounds as well, and they're pretty hefty pieces, so they can take pretty much any type of abuse you can throw their way. The classic oval style and black finished over top will mean that they'll also look good on pretty much any truck. The bars are made using mandrel bent mild steel oval tube, which is then given a 2-layer coating for added durability. The first layer is an E-coat meant to remove impurities in the metal and prevent against corrosion, which is followed by a second layer, and that is the high impact black powder coat that you see right here on top. The step pads are made from ABS plastic, which is the standard of the automotive industry because it's lightweight and durable, so overall these should be a pretty solid setup for you. Pricing comes in at about $475, making these a really affordable option in the market. The durability and flexibility that these provide are well worth the price, and if you want that classic look for not a ton of cash, these are going to tick all the right boxes for you. Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you about 2 hours to complete. This is a totally bolt-on installation, so you don't have to do any modifications to your truck, meaning that this should go pretty quickly. With that though, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the install process.
For this install, you will need a ratchet, 13 and 16 millimeter sockets. What's up guys, today we're going to be doing some side steps on our F-150, so let's get started. Alright, so our first step is going to be to install our main brackets for our side steps, and we're going to need to get under the truck, right behind the rocker panels on the body, and we're going to have 3 sets of factory mounting studs that we're going to go onto. So we're going to put these on. Now these are going to have a plastic washer in front of them to prevent corrosion between the body and the bracket, and then we're going to install a flat washer and lock nut for each stud. So we're under the truck, and the first thing we're going to do is install our provided plastic washers. Again, these are just to prevent corrosion between the body and the brackets. Make sure you have those on all 3, and we can get our bracket lined up. Once you have your bracket on, we will get a flat washer and a lock nut on all 3 studs. Now we're just going to go hand tight with these for now. We're not going to fully tighten them. We also have the one over here. Now once you have this one on hand tight, you can repeat the same process for your other 2 sets of studs. Now once you have this one on, you can repeat the same process for your other 2 brackets along your body. So next we're also going to have to install our rear support bracket. So for that, we're under the truck still, and we're going to come to the rear body mount right where our main part of our cab meets our bed. We're going to find some open holes. Now one of which is going to be right next to your body mount support. It's more of an oval shape, and the other one is going to be this square one off, down, and forward from it. We're going to grab our provided bolt plates. Now the longer 40 millimeter bolt plate is going to go in that top oval hole. So what we're going to do first is add in one of our retainers, and these are to prevent corrosion. Now this is going to be a bit tough to get this through this hole. You can trim this down. Really the main purpose is to have it on the end of this plate, or you can simply fold it and break it. You can attempt just folding it up and leaving it like that. We're going to get this bolt plate up in position. Now once we get that in position, we're going to add in another one of our plastic washers. This one you're going to have to be more careful and thread into place. You can't really reach behind and hold it. Now this is tough to see, but we'll show you how it's supposed to look once it's on. Now that we have that one in place, we'll add in our side one. So once again, we've got our longer bolt plate. Add in our plastic washer. You can hold on to the threaded portion of this to make it easier to get in position. But you want to keep holding on to this until you get your other retainer on. Once you get it set on, you can grab it and kind of pull it back through. Get that other retainer to sit like so. Once we have both of these on, we can grab our bracket. Slide this in position very carefully. And for each of our studs, we're going to add in a flat washer, lock washer, and the nut. You want to get these hand tight. We'll add the one in on top. Again, I know this is hard to see. Now that we have all of our brackets loosely in place, we can get our side steps set into place as well. Now we're on the passenger side, so the front is going to have a little bit of a curve, and the rear is going to have that extra step that we added that rear bracket in for. Now, these already have threaded inserts on the bottom, so we're going to line those up with our brackets. Get it roughly in place. Then we're going to secure that to the brackets with 8 of our provided bolts, lock washers, and flat washers. So now we've got our threaded inserts lined up with our brackets, and we'll install our provided hardware. Get one on the bottom, one kind of tilted to the back. And this is the same for all 4 of your brackets, so you can go ahead and get all of your hardware in. And once you have all of your hardware in, you can grab your 13mm socket on your ratchet and tighten all of your hardware down. I would recommend starting with the middle brackets and moving out towards the sides so everything sits evenly. So we'll do that now. Now we're back underneath the truck to tighten down all our bracketry, and again, this is going to be hard to see, but we're going to start with our rear support bracket. So for that, we'll need our 16mm socket on our ratchet. We'll start with our upper nut first. It's going to pull that into place. And we'll tighten our one on the side. And once we have that tight, we can tighten down our main brackets. For that, we'll need our 13mm socket. And you can tighten down the rest of your brackets just like this one. Now once you have this side on, you can repeat the same process for the other side. Alrighty guys, that about wraps up our review and install of our 5-inch extreme wheel-to-wheel side step bars with black finish for your 15 and newer F-150 Super Crew with 5.5-foot bed. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.